Hello, all. Today we will be uncovering the power of Jesus Christ, the strength that doesn't flinch. There is a particular kind of power that doesn't need to shout, flex, or post motivational quotes on Instagram. It doesn't need a spotlight, a title, or a blue check mark. It doesn't even need your permission. It is the power of Jesus Christ, the kind of power that walks into a room and darkness quietly packs its bags. And let's be honest, in a world where people are out here manifesting parking spaces and calling it divine alignment, it's refreshing to remember that Jesus isn't out here manifesting anything. He commands it. He speaks, and creation says, "Yes, Lord." Power that breaks chains, not spirits. Jesus' power isn't the kind that crushes you under its weight. It is the kind that lifts you up when you've face planted into life as mess for the 47th time. He's the one who says, "Get up, you're not done." He's the one who says, "I know who you are, I made you." He's the one who says, "You're forgiven. Now walk like it." Scripture doesn't whisper about this power, it shouts it from the rooftops. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Philippians 4:13, not some things. Not the things I feel confident about, all things. That's not motivational fluff. That's divine authority. Power that doesn't need permission. Jesus didn't ask the storm if it felt ready to calm down. He didn't ask demons if they were in the mood to leave. A whole legion of demons begged him for permission to leave. Luke 8:30-32. He didn't ask death if it would kindly step aside. Jesus said, "Come out," and Lazarus walked out like he just woke up from a nap. John 11:43-44. Death listens to him, he spoke, and creation obeyed. Even the winds and the waves obey him. Matthew 8:27, when Jesus told the storm, "Peace, be still." Mark 4:39, the wind didn't argue, negotiate, or ask for a 30-day notice. It just shut up. That's power, the kind that doesn't need a weather app. Meanwhile, we're over here negotiating with our own anxiety like it pays rent. Power that meets you where you are. Jesus' power isn't only for mountaintops and miracles. It shows up in the kitchen, in the car, in the shower, in the Lord. I'm trying not to lose it today moments. He doesn't wait for you to be polished. He doesn't wait for you to be holy enough, calm enough, or spiritually mature enough. He meets you in the mess and transforms it. My grace is sufficient for you, for my power is made perfect in weakness. 2 Corinthians 12:09. Translation: your weakness is not a liability, it's an invitation. Power that loves you into wholeness. Jesus' power isn't controlling. It isn't manipulative. It doesn't demand your fear. It invites your trust. He doesn't say, "Bo or else." He says, "Come to me, all who are weary, and I will give you rest." Matthew 11:28, this is not the power of domination. This is the power of restoration. The kind that rebuilds what life tried to break. The kind that reminds you who you are when the world tries to shrink you. The kind that whispers, "You are mine," when everything else is screaming, "You're not enough." Power that still works today. Jesus didn't retire. He didn't say, "My miracles were for biblical times only." He didn't hang up his robe and say, "Good luck out there." His power is alive, active, and wildly unbothered by modern chaos. When you call on him, you're not calling on a memory. You're recalling on the living Christ, the one who conquered death and still walks with you through every shadow. Under his wing, the shield that never slips. Following Jesus doesn't hand you a golden ticket to Easy Street. It's more like strapping on superhero armor for life's battles. You're no longer wandering into the fray without backup. His protection is like a force field that even hell's fiercest darts can't pierce. It's not flimsy, moody, or dependent on whether you woke up on the right side of the bed. It's a covenant. It's eternal. It's the "I've got your back before you even step forward" kind of shield. Jesus put it simply, "My sheep hear my voice, and no one will snatch them out of my hand." John 10:27-28. Translation: Once you're in his embrace, even fear, darkness, or the enemy's fiercest attacks can't pry you loose. His protection isn't snoozing on the job. It's a vigilant sentinel, spotting dangers you don't see, blocking threats you didn't expect, and steering you clear of disasters you unknowingly dodged with a prayer. And here's the kicker. His protection isn't because you've got a perfect report card. It's because you belong to him. When you follow Jesus, you're not just shielded, you're claimed. The Lord is faithful, and he will strengthen you and protect you from the evil one. 2 Thessalonians 3-3. Need more help? Check out the pros, healers, readers, and spiritualists. Thanks for watching, DPC.